All right, so we ready, guys?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Boss, would it be all right if, like, I'm the last one out of the church? I kind of, because I just want to have a moment with the priest. Not like that.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Just want to have a
I was gonna
moment
say
with
you're a
the
little too
priest.
old for him.
I dress up in a little Sailor Boys costume and I go in and talk to the priest alone.
I drop a gold piece on the ground.
Oh
Just
my
bend over
god!
to pick it up.
Oops.
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 My bad.
Oh no, I'm stuck.
Make sure
I
that
know
I have
exactly what you're up to, Playboy. You should have talked to me. I would at least took you shopping first.
make sure you've got bear fat greasing your ass.
Oh no. I'm stuck, step priest.
All right, so yes,
Stuck
you'll
in
be
the baptism
you'll be the
fucking
last
water.
one leaving the church. So as you guys are
Priest.
leaving, you stay behind.
Before I step out, though, I'd like to ask the father. Hey, Mr. Fathers here, would you happen to have an alms box anywhere?
He looks at you, his eyes go back to normal, and he just points to the front of the church at the altar of the All-Father. Over there, that's where the alms box is. Don't steal it.
Well, how would I steal from a church? That's just asking for, well, like anything bad to happen.
Well, you'd be surprised.
With that in mind, I'll be on me way now.
Hey, where's your alms box? All right, I'm leaving.
I'll drop a gold coin in as I'm walking by.
Okay.
Well, guy was being a dick, so I understand.
Well, I mean, he did have fucking Kirsch in there shitting his pants and talking
You know
a lot
what?
of shit.
I roll acrobatics to do a backflip and shit in his alms. Shit in his alms.
I will take out of my bag a little, like, rolled up ball of cheesecloth filled with soil from my home, and I'll set it at the base of the altar as, like, an offering. And then I'll look to the priest and I'll say, Father, do you mind if I ask you, what was this place before it was a village? Do you know?
This place, from what I understand, was just empty. It was a forest, but of course, when people got here, they cut down the trees and began building. But before, it was nothing more than just a forest.
How long into the town's life was the church built? Or was it there right away?
The church was built, I would say, a few years after the town was built up. Originally, it was a church to the Nameless One. But, of course, how do you worship he who does not have a name? The original priest was murdered, and I happened upon this town and decided to settle down here. Saw the church and figured it was my calling.
What is the Nameless One's domain? What is he the god of?
He's one of the 5 cosmic gods that created this world, supposedly.
Supposedly, I thought he was a man of faith.
It's a very tricky god to worship and follow. See, from the Nameless One, it branches into 2 different categories. See, one category believes that he is the one above all, that he is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of whatever. My branch believes that he is the All-Father.
Thank you, Father. And I'll turn around and leave.
You're welcome. As you guys leave and begin walking towards the trinket shop,
Yes.
okay, so you guys get to the trinket shop and you see that the tavern is still a bit more lively and the sun is beginning to set. It's going past it's cresting past the mountains in the distance, and still no sign of the rain letting up. Few of the shopkeepers come out to light the torches and lanterns that litter around the town. You guys get to the shop, and what do you do?
So I'll be the first to walk in and try to talk to William.
So you walk in, and
Sure.
you see this what appears to be a 1.5 2 foot tall rooster just kind of walking around the shop. And as you open up the door, the little bell rings, and you see William come out. Oh, it's you again, huh? You guys.
Yeah. So, well, we were able to find out a few things. One thing is that there happens to be a church here.
What?
No, yeah, there's a church here in the middle of town, but for some reason it's invisible. You can't see it.
Is this some kind of game?
I know it sounds like some sort of joke, like I'm trying to throw a pile of shit in your face, but
I'll tell you a pile of shit. Here, I got one for you. You see that hole in my wall right over there? Yes, see, that hole that is in my wall, that was made by you people.
Well, you people, that's kind of rude. I mean, granted, yes, I agree with you and your sentiments. Karish was the one that did that, so if you want to be angry at anybody, be angry at him. I showed up as he was letting out a...
I'm angry at him. I'm angry at his friends. Because not only was a hole punched in my wall, but he shit his pants in my store.
I know. I came in as it happened. I was going to ask you about, well, that pearl we were looking for, but they kind of beat me here.
Hey, while they're having this heated exchange, would I be able to sneak around back and see if there's a back entrance into the building?
It sounds like something D. Pity would do, but yeah, roll
God.
roll stealth check.
He wouldn't use stealth. He would use intimidation.
he would use persuasion.
Yeah, right.
You want to make it big, right?
Oh no, you want to be a star, don't you?
But yeah, roll that stealth check.
All right, stealth. Here we go. 19.
All right, so as everybody's kind of just funneling in through the door, you just make your way towards the back, just slip into the darkness, and as you make your way down the narrow alley, come to the back, and you see appears to be a simple wooden door.
All right. Is it locked?
Oddly enough, no, it's not locked.
All right. I'm gonna sneak in. I'll make continual stealth checks if I need to. But yeah, I want to sneak in as quiet as possible. And so when I walk in, like, where am I in the store? Am I like in the stock room?
You are in a bedroom.
Oh, okay.
A bedroom?
Can I look around? Should I roll like investigation or something?
Yeah, you look around and you see that you are in a bedroom. The place looks very homely. It's very well loved. You see some pictures on the wall of the shopkeeper and a woman. You see just drawers full of clothes and is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Yeah,
Give you
I'm
5
trying to.
gold coins if you take a shit under the pillow.
No, I'm mainly I'm mainly looking for a place where something like the pearl would be held, but I'll also take the time to look for any coin or jewelry that might be stashed away. Just for my personal taking.
All right, so roll an investigation check, and while you're doing this, what is everybody else doing? Because
So
you see
are
this
they-
heated debate or this heated discussion between William and Kugler.
Okay, so are they? So they're still yelling at each other. Now, I walk into the shop, but I kind of look at the damage. I look over at the damage in the wall.
It was
Would you say
that
that's
son
about
of a bitch.
Hey, all right, calm down. You said it smelled, so I made some room here. I'm sorry. Listen, I can fix it, possibly.
Store.
So I look over at the damage to the wall. Would you say it's about a foot?
Yeah,
Like
I would.
1 foot radius?
I would say it's about a foot or less.
Okay. Now, also, we don't need materials since it's a one-shot, right?
You have all the materials that you need.
Okay, so I go and I kind of place my hand on the damaged area, and I'm like, oh, listen, all right, I'll take care of it. And I use a mending cantrip to replace the to fix the wall.
Does that work on objects?
A single break or tear in an object you
Okay.
touch, so it's a hole.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it works. And
Right in the wall.
As you touch this wall, the wood begins to elongate. The fibers begin to intertwine with each other, and it closes up and looks as though it's brand new.
And I look back at the shopkeeper. I'm like, all right, listen. So I'm sorry about all that. Now, would you be able to help us out? And as I'm saying these words, I also use charm person.
Ooh. Okay, what's you got to beat for that one?
Wisdom saving throw.
Well, what's the number that you've got to beat?
13 for wisdom.
Oh. Let me get my dice out. 'Cause apparently put those away.
Also, I rolled 21 on the investigation, by the way.
You are finding a shit ton of women's jewelry, pearls, gold, silver, that kind of stuff as you're looking for where this other pearl could be. This pearl of magic. Where the fuck is my goddamn dice?
I was say I could chuck a D20 across my room and we could see what it lands on.
Oh, I got it. I just had to fucking look. Alright, so what does he have to beat?
Or 13.
A 13?
Yep.
Got 14.
Damn.
Fucking you bastard.
Got bitch.
So, as you're trying to charm him, he looks you dead in the eye. Get the fuck out of my store! Not only did you punch a hole in my wall, you fixed it, thank you, but now you're trying to cast some fucking magicry on me.
I don't understand why you're upset. Of course I'm gonna try and cast magic on you. You seem like you're fucking pissed. I'm just trying to find out whether or not you've got this fucking pearl we're looking for so we don't all die in 7 days. I'm sorry
I don't
that I
have a
broke your
pearl.
wall, but I fixed it for you.
I don't have a pearl. I don't have a pearl. There's no pearl that exists. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave. And as he's screaming at you, Claude, you're still looking around this place. You're hearing this commotion. And you start looking around for, this pearl a little more quickly. Oddly enough, though, for this shop having a home, I need you to roll a history check.
Alright, history. Not my strongest suit. Let's hope I roll good this time. 21 again.
All right.
God damn.
You're looking around, you're looking at the pictures, and you're vaguely remembering, where the hell is his wife?
Oh, it's like the same thing as what happened to the priest. Okay. So,
It just dawns on you that there's only 2 areas in this place. Store and home. And you're looking around the pictures and you see that there's a woman, but you're almost struggling to place her.
I'm gonna take
husband and wife.
I'm gonna take the picture and pocket it, and I'm gonna use that later. So
just cleaning this man out, Jesus.
well, I'm gonna give the picture back. I'm gonna give the picture back. But
wait. Does the one in the picture look? Well, I can't ask that. I'm not. That's
yeah.
All right. Can I do investigation again to see if maybe there's any sort of like, door to like a cellar or maybe some sort of hidden compartment somewhere? I'm searching like every drawer under the bed. Like
you're looking everywhere, and there's no hidden compartment. There's nothing that would say there's a spare area is hidden.
All right, and then the only other room in here is the shop. So, like, if I went through the other door, I'd be in the shop.
Yes, if you went through the door that is on the other side of the room, you would be right behind the counter, right behind the counter area with the shop on.
All right, I'm gonna go back outside, close the door very quietly, and creep back around towards the front of the store.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand or stealth?
Sleight of hand, because you're trying to close the door quietly.
Okay.
You got a lot of shit going on right now.
27.
All right, so that door closes quieter than a fucking mosquito pissing in cotton.
Yeah, I kind of made the fuck out of this character, I'm not going to lie, guys.
So, as you dip around the front and make it to the front of the shop, I don't care. You're here disturbing me and my chicken, and I'm sick of it. Please leave.
Your chicken?
Right. You're a chicken.
I'm going to step in and say, your chicken? Don't you mean your wife? And then I take the picture out and I put it on the counter.
He looks at the picture. What the hell is this? What is this? Some kind of sick joke?
No, that's your wife. This is from your bedroom.
You son of a bitch. He pulls out a dagger.
No, I'm going to hold my hands up and say, I'm going to give it back. This is yours. I'm not stealing it from you. But you see, we did some...
that isn't mine. You are in my fucking room.
Well,
as he pulls out his knife, can I just... Not that I'm going to do anything with it. But I go ahead and do... Fuck, no, I can't find it in this list. It's conjuring fucking fire in my hand. Whatever the fuck that one is.
Alright, everybody just calm down, okay? Let me explain. Mr. William, right? That's your name?
Yeah, that's my name.
Alright?
Okay.
So allow me to explain what's going on here, right? So, you see, we went to the hidden church, and so just, you're gonna have to take our word on this. There's an invisible church. We managed to see it because we drank holy water. We went in. We found a priest in there, right? And he's telling us about this guy that came into town with this pearl that grants wishes. This is the pearl that the weird lady's looking for. And he said that he realized about halfway through our conversation that all the altar boys that used to live in the church, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. And he doesn't know where they are. And we assumed that that's because of the interaction that he had with the guy with the pearl. And then he said after that guy left the church, he went here to the shopping district and assumedly into your store. Now this chicken, right? This chicken just walks around your shop.
That's my pet chicken that I've had for years.
Oh, okay. I thought, well, are you sure?
He sits there, or he stands there, and kind of furrows his brow a bit.
Just think back when you bought the
Thanks.
chicken.
Yeah, I've had it for years, yeah.
Do you remember when you bought it? Who you bought it from? How you got it?
Oh.
What's its name?
He looks at the chicken. And this 1.5 2 foot tall chicken kind of looks at him. That's my big cock.
I'm so fucking.
That's what I'm talking about, Playboy.
That's a funny name there, sir.
All right, well,
that's a big fucking chicken, though.
Well, it's a rooster. I keep calling it a chick, but it's actually a rooster.
Oh, okay, never mind.
well, my thinking is maybe you interacted with the guy that had the pearl too, and maybe this pearl, it's cursed or something. So maybe you got, supposedly it grants wishes. So maybe you got a wish, right? Or maybe you didn't. But either way, maybe it took something from you, like your wife, for example. This is a picture of you. I didn't make this. You can check it for magic. It's just a regular picture.
He picks it up and
I mean, hey, listen, wouldn't it make sense that he asked for a big cock, and he kind of got what he wanted, but it wasn't really what he meant?
Exactly.
He grabs the side of his head and just kind of winces in pain. I don't know what you're talking about. I was never married.
Does he have a ring on him? Does he have a ring on his hand?
He does.
I'm just going to point to it.
He looks at the ring.
That looks like a wedding band to me.
You all need to leave. Just get out of here. And he goes into he opens up the door to his room and goes through it. As you see the rooster kind of walking towards the room.
Real quick, after he goes into his room, I'm gonna hop over the shop counter and kneel in front of the chicken, and I'm just kind of gonna put my hands up nice and easy, try to calm it, and I want to use, my relationship to the great spirit of the earth to try and communicate in some way with the chicken to see if it's really a chicken.
Okay. So you hop the counter and just drop to one knee in front of this 1.5 2 foot tall chicken or rooster, and just gently kind of make it face you. And what do you say?
I'll kind of just put my hand to it's like its wing, and I'll just say, "Great spirit of the earth, show me the truth behind the mask of this beast."
Roll a religion check.
Alright. 23.
Okay.
That's an natural 20.
As you feel this chicken, this rooster, you're seeing just like everything all at once, and it's a fucking rooster. Just a regular old giant rooster. Some would say it's a very big cock.
Hey, Plog.
Yeah.
I may not know you very well, but first impressions say a lot. I would say we should probably hurry up and go before Mr. Williams comes back out here. Wouldn't want him trying to kick us out.
You guys can go. I'm going to stay.
I'll stay too.
Well,
but I do agree that Kurt should probably leave.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, as much as Karish is cool, kind of gross, but cool, he should probably leave, or at least step outside.
Yeah, I think you're the one that got him riled up. No offense.
In fact, would you three mind poking around in the tavern? See if there's any more inconsistencies.
Actually, bring if you see Maximilian and his crew, maybe bring this up to him. Kind of what we kind of, or at least what I kind of theorize is going on, and see what they think. Maybe they gathered something. But yeah. Well, we'll meet you guys back at the tavern.
Alright. I actually just had a thought about this pearl. Because weren't we here literally just earlier today and there was no chicken and his wife was here? Well,
I forget if his wife was here, but there wasn't a chicken.
Yeah, his wife was here. I remember speaking to her while she was behind the counter. But what if this pearl has like some sort of radius where it can detect things that are being thought or said? And what if it's just uncontrollably like twisting those things and making them happen?
It's possible. But
another thing, I was gonna ask William before all that went down. I'm curious if there's any fencers in town, like people that specifically sell stolen goods. Figured he might know because jewelry can be very lucrative.
Honestly, my theory is that it was him.
I mean, yeah, that's my theory, but
yeah, well
he seems pretty adamant about it. Anyway, we'll see you back in the tavern.
All right, sounds good.
You guys leave.
Pity you go too. Just cause.
The party splits off and half goes to the tavern, and Plog and Jin, you guys still in the shop.
I'm gonna light some incense and just let it burn while it's standing on the shop countertop, just to kind of keep everyone in the building calm. Hopefully, it helps the shopkeeper kind of calm down.
While he's in his room, can I also look behind the counter for any jewelry boxes or anything that might have the pearl?
Sure, you can. Yeah, you
all right.
Look through and you see that there are some boxes. There's small boxes. You open them up and there's some, rings. There's some jewels. There's a lot of expensive stuff that one would think should be up on the shelves, but for some reason are not. But no pearl for some reason.
All right.
Kind of hard to say what's going on for sure. I do have a rough theory, but it might be... It's a stab in the dark. I don't know much about the gods other than the Great Spirit. Would you humor me?
Yeah, what do you got?
I was talking to the priest after you all left the church. He said that before this town existed, it was the forest. After the town was built, at some point, there was a church here with the nameless one of the 5 cosmic gods. Then it was abandoned, and the Father came by and repurposed it into a church for the All-Father. I don't know a terrible lot about the cosmic gods, but I would imagine if you were one of the primordial gods that practically spoke our realm as we know it into existence, you would feel very offended if people just forgot about you. What would be the best revenge for people that forgot about you as an all-knowing God of creation? Have them forget themselves, their lives. Retroactively reverse everything they've worked towards in their life. I don't think that it was just the woman's magic that made all this going on. I think perhaps it was the catalyst for the Nameless One to get some sort of sick revenge on the town. I mean, think about it. Not only did the wall go up, but then the church suddenly vanished. Some people in the town can't seem to remember that there was even a church here. The Father's altar voice disappeared, and he hadn't even realized that they were gone until it came up in conversation. Same to our jeweler friend here and his wife, and the chicken that seemingly just appeared out of nowhere. It's almost like, as this wall has been put up, several things have retroactively been changed or altered, and only those who live or dwell in the town are the ones that aren't privy to it.
I think you might have something there. But let's wait until he comes back out of his room. I got something I want to try.
So am I still here in the fucking thing?
No, you're in the, you guys were walking towards the tavern. You've heard none of this conversation that has gone on between the two.
Okay. Alright. Who am I walking with right now? Just,
D-Pity and
Cuggler and...
Cuggler.
Okay. I guess we're walking back with them. I'm kind of, sort of walking back. I'm like, no, I just don't understand why, he'd get so upset. It is odd that there's a chicken there. And before we left, he did say that, he said he wished he had a big cock. Well, that stranger was about. It's kind of similar to the, the father in the church, and he said he wished more. Now, I can't quite remember, but did he say he wished more holy people, or he wished that there were more holy men would come to his church? Can I roll a history check for that to get the exact?
Yeah, you can roll a history check to see if you get the exact on it.
Fuck, those words are not those words. The fucking history stats fucked. Mom, baby. No, I ain't figuring out shit. It's an 8.
You know for sure. What he said is what you just said.
What he said? I wish there was more holy men.
That is exactly what you believe.
Is that what I believe, or is that what he said?
That is what you believe. With an 8, that is what you believe.
Son of a bitch. All right, well, I'm gonna just roll with it then. So, if he said that, I wish more holy men would be able to, would come to the church, and then all of a sudden the altar boys disappear. Boys aren't men, don't get me wrong there, boys aren't men, and then I wish I had the big cock, but that still doesn't make any sense about why his wife would be disappeared, or not around at least, and he doesn't remember his wife. But it could be some sort of trickster pearl or something like that, and I know that's the house of the Allfather. They had one with the fucking hammer and the other one with the staff. The other one could have been that trickster god or some shit like that. Possibly. Maybe that's the hooded man that nobody knows what he looks like, walking around here talking to people, going through with the pearl, and fucking everybody's shit up, But that's just a theory, a religious theory.
As you say your religious theory, you guys get to the doors of the tavern, and I presume you guys go in.
Yeah.
You guys walk in and continue what you were going to say there, Cuddler.
Well, that's a good theory. I won't say it's out on a limb because, I believe a man's wife was replaced with a chicken. So I won't say that's out of the window. But, you say something about a trickster. I don't think... Yeah, because I didn't learn about this, but I believe I've heard about some religions where... Gotta reach for it.
This is the third time that B.A.T.R gets to roll his dice. The last 2 fucking years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. That sounded like it fell off the fucking table.
This man
Dude, I can tell he's chucking
it
so far.
I rolled a 16.
Alright, continue what you're saying with the knowledge of trickster gods. Or a trickster god.
But, remember hearing about... I don't remember if he was like a part of a group or if he was just his own thing. But he was pretty much just, his whole thing was about causing mischief, basically causing problems. Like very
Aye.
long-winded problems for a bunch of people, just for fun. He doesn't benefit from it other than he gets a good laugh.
Well, it
I don't
could be
seem to recall his
possible.
name, though.
Could be possible we're dealing with an entity like that, you know? I mean, the pearl could just be sort of a channel of that god's power.
True. I
You know,
didn't
that
think about
radius.
that.
I mean, if it seems like, you know, when you're talking to somebody who holds a pearl, it does seem like there could be, like they'd say, the radius around there that, you know, you kind of get swept up in. But, you know, I figure we might want to ask the bartender here if they've seen any sort of odd man walking through like the priest had seen.
Yeah, and hopefully he hasn't been, or hopefully he hasn't encountered this person, and, well, we already know what could happen. Hopefully it hasn't happened yet.
Hopefully he hasn't wished for anything recently.
You guys walk towards the bar. Some of the patrons there are quite drunk. Some have passed out. The party's still going, however. You do see out of the corner of your eye Maximilian and his party. But you go to the barkeep.
So I'll wave Maximilian over.
Maximilian
well-
sees your wave and he just lifts a finger up to kind of gesture a moment.
Well, we'll be seeing him later. So, what do we want to ask the bartender? Since, actually, where is the bartender? I don't see him.
Bartender walks right up to you. Now get
Oh,
yourself
there he
in.
is. Just a few answers for questions.
Okay. Questions and answers.
One question I have is,
It's gonna cost you 10 gold, though. I'm tired of answering questions for free. You understand. These are trying times, of course.
and then I will see you probably in the afterlife, because I ain't got 10 gold. I only got 2.
Oh, well, 2 sounds just enough to get you a drink and out of my hair.
Could I get some food?
Not for 2 gold, though. That's 3 gold.
I walk up to the bar
What the-
and
Oh, yes, D. Pity.
I said,
How are
hey.
you today?
oh, you know me, baby. I'm doing good.
Sorry
I'm
that
gonna
you're...
take this.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna take this man out to dinner. I'll buy whatever he wants.
Oh, I
And
see.
I put my hand on the small of his back.
It's a shame, Mr. Pity, that your show got cancelled today due to all this commotion. I do apologize, and he hands you a small sack of gold. There is half of the agreed upon payment as an apology for the inconvenience.
Hey, it ain't no thing, Playboy. You know, these crackers always want to take me down, but ain't nobody hold me down. I'll be back before you know it.
I bet you will. So, what will your friend have to eat?
Yeah, go ahead and order, Playboy. I still had my hand on the small of his back.
Okay. I'd like to order, but deep hit it. Your hand where you're putting is making me real uncomfortable. Could you maybe put it down to your side or put it on the table?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just trying to be friendly, help you out, get you something to eat, man.
And life's told me that sometimes the friendliest people don't have the best intentions.
I take my hand off the side of his back, but I kind of drag it down lower as I take it off.
I say, hey, now don't try nothing funny.
I ain't laughing.
But Well, what do you offer for food?
Well, I mean, if Mr. Pity is paying, obviously, we offer quite a variety of food. So, we offer stews, we offer roasts, we offer, if you're vegetarian, we offer some lawn clippings and tomatoes. Um, we offer a wide variety of things.
I think I'll go with something sort of basic. Maybe a potato soup or stew.
Oh, well, you're right on that. Anything to drink?
You got any fire water?
I believe we do. He looks around and grabs a bottle and just sets it in front of you. I already know that you're probably gonna have the entire bottle, especially if you're hanging around Mr. Pity. So, here, take the bottle. I'll charge it to your room, Mr. Pity.
All right, thank you, Playboy.
Very well. He goes into the back, and as he goes into the back, Maximilian walks up and greets you. Ah, yes. Hello. What did you guys discover? It's good to see you. I see that you soiled your pants even further.
Well, I like to keep a little stank on me, as they say.
Oh. Is that like a formality thing, or is that like a you thing? I mean...
Well, I mean, most Eberron orcs are kind of, a little dirty. So, formality, but the way I feel them, it's a little bit of a me thing, too.
That's interesting. Can I see the palms of your hands, Kurt?
It seems like you might be getting a reading done.
I kind of turn my palms over to him as I say that.
He looks at your palms. Have you, perhaps cleaned your hands in the last, 20, 30 minutes?
I know. Anytime I don't necessarily clean my hands so much as I, desanitize. I rub them together with mud, from my swamp. But I've been away for quite a while from there, so guess I haven't really stopped to desanitize in a while.
I completely understand. Hugler, is that correct?
Yeah.
Can I see
that's correct.
Can I see the palms of your hand?
Sure. I'll turn over my palm. My left hand kind of shaky because the scar that I have is sore.
He looks at the palms of your hands and looks at you. Where are the other three that are in you? And he notices you, D-Pity. Oh! Yes, you. You're part of the group, correct? You guys went to the church?
Yeah, they needed some leadership, so before we go back to my parties, I figured I'd...
Can I see the palms of your hands?
I show him my hands.
Interesting. The other two, are they with you, or did they go off and do their own thing?
They decided to...
They're a little busy right now, but I'm sure they'll come meet us here.
Okay. So, seeing as I have the three of yours attention, which one of you killed the priest?
Hey, I am sorry. With the flying hell and the living fact that you mean killed the priest.
Well, you see, Hisk saw that the priest was going up into his chambers, and he heard a scream He saw you leave. He goes to investigate, and sure enough, he's dead. Head exploded, apparently.
Hold up. The only one I could think that could do that would be Kershu because of his giant hand.
See, now that's what.
But even then,
but see,
what?
Hisk saw you all leave. So, which one of you has to spell?
I don't even know magic. I know it exists, but I can assure you, we all left, and he was alive. I think Plog was the last one to leave, and I would trust that he wouldn't do anything to a holy man, since he seemed like, he was religious himself.
And as you guys are talking this over, Jin and Plog, you guys hear screaming, like blood-curdling screaming coming from William's room.
Fuck. Okay. Or I assume we both run in.
Yeah. I'll like kick the door open, I guess.
Alright, you kick the door open and you see William grabbing his head, screaming as his eyes fill with very bright red blood as he screams out in agony.
I'll quickly just kneel by him and put my hands like on his shoulder, and I'll just start praying frantically. I'll say, "Great Spirit, heal this man. Great Spirit, please, stop this turmoil." I'll just try and because it's really all I know how to do for something like this.
As you're praying, what are you doing, Plog?
Shit. Well, I can't really do what I wanted to do now because he's fucking dying. But
as you're frantically figuring out what to do, you see the right side of his head begin ballooning outward.
Okay, shit. Fuck. I'm looking through my spells right now trying to see if I got anything that can possibly help.
His hands are shaking as he's trying to hold his head together as he screams more and more. Jin, your prayers are becoming more and more louder as you're trying to basically beat how high-pitched this man's voice is getting.
I guess I could do lesser restoration. It says it cures one disease or condition afflicting a target.
Okay, roll. Roll for if it has a roll. It doesn't have to be willing.
It doesn't say that, no.
Okay.
It doesn't look like there's a roll. I think you just have to... Yeah, you just cast it.
Okay, so you cast... what was it called again?
Lesser Restoration.
Lesser Restoration. So you cast Lesser Restoration, and he keeps holding his head, but his screams begin to die down a bit as he's starting to catch his breath. His head's still swollen, ballooning outward on the right-hand side. His eyes just pouring blood at this point.
Okay, fuck, I don't know what to do. Maybe I try to lance the fucking ballooning part of his face, poke it with a knife so that it doesn't keep expanding.
Roll a medical check.
Okay, medicine check.
Medicine, yes.
I just want to know Plog is not a fucking doctor. He has no idea what he's doing.
Then roll it at disadvantage.
Okay.
I do have high medicine. Can I assist him?
Roll it at regular then.
Okay. 15.
Okay, so you take your knife and you grab the side of his head as gently as possible, but firm as well.
This is gonna hurt, buddy.
As you plunge the knife, just the tip, not the whole thing, but just the tip into the side of his head, and he screams out in pain as you realize that it's not liquid, it's solid. What you're stabbing into is bone.
Oh
Oh,
god. Okay, wait.
And with that realization, his head fucking pops.
Oh
Like
shit.
a wet, or like a water balloon filled with fucking meat and bone.
oh god.
His body goes limp as the few heartbeats that he has left in his body spurts blood through the jaw area where I guess the jawbone that's still attached to the fucking body with skin.
Fuck, dude. Alright, well, Fog is fucking. He kind of stares at just the limp body with no head for like several.
You guys are also covered in this man's juices.
Yeah. He just kind of stares for a couple seconds, and then he just screams. He's like pissed. He's like, "Fuck!" He's like, "Oh, you're right there." I knew I had a way to figure out what he saw earlier and what happened, and now we can't fucking do it.
I'm kind of just still gripping like the clothing on his shoulders, like just in shock, kind of. I'm quietly mumbling prayers still.
As you mumble prayers and as you're pissed off about what has transpired, you see the rooster kind of walk in through the shattered doorway, go through the shattered door, hop up on the bed, and just kind of start pecking at his body.
I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the chicken, the cock, and I'm gonna cast Modify Memory. And it says in the description that not only can I modify the memory, I can. What does it say? You can see and perfectly recall anything that's happened within the last 24 hours to this creature.
Okay. You gotta work that cup.
So I wanna swim through its memory and find when this rooster, because as far as we know, this rooster didn't exist earlier today. So can I swim through its memory and see when it interacted first with William?
Okay.
And kind of what happened?
As you're swimming through, just flashes of memories are just going past you. And you see first memory it has as it appears to open its eyes, and as it opens its eyes, you see a woman disappear.
And does the woman look like the one I saw in the picture?
The woman is exactly the woman in the picture.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the room?
Not that you can see, no. What you do see, however, is you see William holding something in his hand, and then places something in his pocket.
Okay.
And it's the right pocket.
All right. Is there anything else noteworthy in the memories, or that's kind of it?
That's it. You see a couple interactions between him and the rooster. He has the brilliant idea of calling it my big cock. That's about it.
Okay. All right. I come out of the memory, and I kind of come back to myself, and I tell Jin, I'm like, Jin, check his pocket, front right pocket.
I'll kind of like shake myself out of my shock, and I'll kind of like shakily with shaky hands, like rummage through his pockets and pouches.
In his pockets, you feel a couple pieces of cotton waste that comes out of normal pockets, but in his right pocket, you feel a fairly large, smooth object in his pocket, about the size of a gold piece. It's round.
I'll kind of like, I'll feel it, and then I'll look at Frog, and I'll raise my finger to my lips in like a fist motion, and then I'll say, until we're absolutely sure we know what it does. Yes?
Yeah, I nod.
And I'll slowly pull it out and cradle it in my hands and just look at it, see what it is.
You see what appears to be a very large pearl. It's black, but it looks like it's a black mass swirling inside of this pearl.
I'll nod again at Plug, indicating that
Thing doesn't look particularly sweet. Do it.
I'll shake my head.
I guess we should get back to the pub, huh?
I'll nod my head and stand up, and I'll take out a couple pieces of cheesecloth from my pack and just very tightly wrap the orb in it, and like tuck it like deep into my pack.
I'm just gonna lay a bed sheet over William's body.
And so you lay the bed sheet over William's body, and the rooster is just kind of hanging out on the bed, hanging out near him, doing nothing.
Should we take it with us?
I'll take off my pack and hand it to you, and kind of just shoo you away, and say I'll talk to it.
So I have your pack that has the orb in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, come back safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll head back to the tavern, and I'll wash my face and hands and stuff on the way back to the tavern.
Okay. So as you're walking back to the tavern, again, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my racial features speech of beast and leaf to speak with the chicken.
Okay.
Or the cock.
And what do you ask it?
What do you remember of today?
He looks around, his eyes grow wide, the pupils dilated. I wasn't, and then I was.
I'll kind of motion to the body that he's pecking at. Is that your owner?
Yes, that's owner. That's my owner. His head go pop, though.
Do you remember him doing anything strange?
No, strange? What's strange? Give me example.
Did he touch or move around any objects that didn't seem like they should be here? Did he talk to anyone that looked like they didn't fit in here?
No, I wouldn't say so. I say there was woman, then there was no woman, and here I am. I am here. I exist. I saw no one else. I saw you were friends. I saw him freaking out. I heard screams. And here we are.
Do you wish to live?
I would say yes, but I don't know.
I ponder for a moment, like what I should do with this chicken, because it now has no owner to take care of it. And was there like any chicken coops or anything in the town?
Not directly in town, but on your way into town, you did see a farm.
It's still within.
No, it is
still within.
It is actually not within the town limits. It's outside of the town limits.
So it's outside of the wall.
Yes.
Okay. Well, stay here until me and my friend fix what is going on. I will come back, and then I will find you a home.
Okay. I'll stay here.
What are you called?
My big cock.
Do you like that name?
Why wouldn't I? He gave it to me.
He's gonna make you say it.
All right. I will come back for you later. And I stand up and I walk out. And I like wipe my face and hands clean, and I go back to the tavern.
Oh, you couldn't even humor him? Come on, man.
It's my monk
You
is
can use the chicken's feathers to like rub your face and hands.
my monk is like a celibate hobo that's been living in the woods, talking to birds and bears for like 26 years. He's super uncomfortable with the thought of anything sexual.
That's not
Or like
sexual, that's just a big cock, man.
Well, and yeah, also the rooster has no idea the implication of what its name even means. So it's not like it's, intentionally, trying to be funny.
Yeah, no, I know, but like he has enough wherewithal to realize,
disrespecting that
like,
cock, man.
he has enough wherewithal to understand like the double meaning,
Yeah.
and he's not comfortable with it.
He said penis. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you go back to the tavern, and Plog, you've walked into the tavern, and you see everybody kind of gathered around speaking at the bar. And shortly after you, Jin walks into the tavern as well. And from this point on, there is no talking out of character. The only time you speak is in character. Okay?
Okay.
The only time you can talk out of character is just let me know if you have a question or something. But you gotta speak character from this point on, because that pearl is now in possession of the party.
I have a question.
Okay?
Why do we have to talk in character? No. All right. Oh, so that we don't have anything misinterpreted.
Because if you talk out of character, I'm gonna assume that it's in character. And if you say something that you may not have meant to say in character out of character, I'm gonna take it as though you're saying it in character.
Oh god, I love this. Okay, cool.
As I walk in the bar, I say, "I wish."
All right, y'all, round up. We got some shit to talk about.
You see Maximilian walk up to you and Jin. Oh, I'm sorry. I see the palms of your hands. Both of you.
Yes, but I would advise, I can't explain right at this moment. I will in a minute. I would advise we all choose our words very carefully right now, because we found something.
What did you find?
He looks at you, looks around. Perhaps the bar might not be the best place to be.
I already have a room. We can all sit and talk in there.
Good idea. I'll let Hisk know and Knob know, and I will meet you up there, okay?
Sounds good.
He walks off to his grate.
All right, boys, let's head up there. Like I said, let's all choose our words very carefully from now on.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
you walk into the room. Yes.
Out of character, as a question, not to talk to anybody else. This world is in the world of Salivia, right?
Yes.
Okay, I won't do what I was gonna maybe do.
But,
This donkey was about to get his wish.
Oh no! All right. Yeah.
You guys
Clog, I don't mean to.
walking up the stairs to the rooms, and as you guys are walking,
Clog, I don't mean to. Well, say you look like shit, but you kind of look like shit. What happened?
It's a long story. I'll explain everything when we get in the room.
It can't be that long of a story. You were
Let's just say William didn't.
still in William's shop. What did the chicken turn into something?
Let's just say William is. William has a lot less to worry about now.
and
Like
you
he
guys
said.
get to the door. Door of the room, I mean.
Yeah. So I'll open the door and let everyone inside.
You are
Like
all
you said.
inside this quaint little room, and yeah,
That reminds me, Rickley. Where's Rickley? Rickley, where are you? You're in one of my pockets.
Jen, can you? Oh, I have your bag actually. All right. So we were at William's shop, and he was in his room doing something, and me and Jen were talking, and all of a sudden we heard a scream, and we walked in, and his face was like ballooning up, and then his fucking head exploded, and
Loading.
yeah, and then that chicken came into the room, and I just kind of figured it was worth a shot, and I cast modify memories on the chicken and kind of looked through its memories, and from what I can gather, that chicken didn't exist until today. The first thing it saw in its memory was it opening its eyes and William's wife disappearing right in front of it. And I just noticed in the memory that William had tucked something in his pocket right after, and so we went over to his body and dug through his pockets, and we found this, and I'm gonna pull out that orb and just kind of show a little bit of it through the cloth. I'm not gonna fully remove it because I don't want to touch it really.
you all see this black orb, or you see an orb that's black that has a black swirling mass inside of it, presumably the pearl that was spoken of.
Now, we all kind of assumed, and I think correctly, that this thing, when you make I don't even want to say the word, but you know the word that I'm thinking of, when you make that with holding this, I think it kind of twists your words a little bit and kind of messes with you. So that's why I said we should all choose our words very carefully, because we don't know what this thing is capable of yet.
It might not even need to be that someone is holding it for something undesirable to happen. Could be just within a certain range, almost like it might be able to hear people. So all of us need to be very, very careful with our words. No jokes or anything. This is a very serious matter. If we do not address it as such, it could be deadly for all of us.
So you're saying no jokes?
Unfortunately for you, yes, Kirsch.
All right. I suppose I won't say that that word
But I do believe I should have a beer in my hand. But not gonna say that word that I'm not supposed to say.
To back you up on the, well, not having to hold the thing, we found out that the priest's dead.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
his
what? He's dead?
yeah,
Hey,
he
scream.
did. Maximilian and his crew said he went to check on him because they heard him scream. This is their words, so I'm not sure. None of us have gone and checked, but they said when they found him, his head had exploded.
So it sounds like exactly what happened to William. So it seems like it's not coincidence. This must be some sort of byproduct of this thing when you use it.
Wait a minute.
But then
So
that makes
if
me wonder why does this lady want it if it kills people? Like,
I think it might be a strategic way to very covertly get rid of undesirables or enemies.
what if her doing what she did, it was just sending people on a wild goose chase to look for the thing so that they end up using it?
that's
I'm almost
true.
persuaded that might be the case. And it also seems like the negative effects of using it don't happen until the facade is lifted.
What do you think would happen if we rolled this thing into the dome?
Oh.
That's a good question, but why don't we just let her use it if it, after you do the thing we're not supposed to talk about?
'Cause
Why don't we let her head fucking explode?
What if she uses it to get rid of us?
Well, nobody's ever come back from the thing that
Seems
the
like if she
person
wanted to get rid of
asked
us, she
for.
could probably do it. That bitch had some magical powers.
I do have to say, I would agree with that point. What if she's trying to use it to kill something? You know, like they were saying that it would require this dome a lot of life force. Could it be possible she's trying to give the one with all that life force this here object so that they do the thing that they asked for and then they fucking explode afterwards?
Perhaps. Or maybe I explained to Fog my theory about the old god that had a presence in this town before the Allfather. And I'll kind of explain my theory from earlier to them. I theorize now that he may want this object as a way to control that deity, get even more power. Or, as I said before, it seems like there's some sort of retroactive effect attached to these uses. Maybe it's already been used, and maybe he needs it for something else to further control that old god.
DM is Maximilian and his crew, are they here yet?
We could say that they've discussed what they've been able to discuss, and you hear a knock on the door.
And
I don't trust them. I kind of blurt out before we let them in quietly so that they don't hear me. I don't trust these ones. For some odd reason, I don't know.
They're the only help we got right now, so.
Alright, just, I say we be wary.
That's why we're holding on to the thing.
Alright. I'll take your lead.
Come on in, guys.
You see Maximilian and Hisk and Nob walk in. It's quite crowded in here, but it'll have to do. So, what's going on?
You have explained to your companions the seriousness at which we should take consideration of our words, and that there are a few phrases and words we should definitively not use while in the presence of this object.
So you have
Before we continue, I'd like to place myself between, well, them and the Jin or Plog that has it.
I think it's me still.
Yeah, you still have my bag.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you kind of position yourself in a way that I'm guessing that you're not trying to make, obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, so you position yourself in a way where it's not obvious, but you're kind of in between the two of them. So you have it.
We do. And we're trying to figure out what to do with it or what not to do with it or how to proceed from here.
Well, first things first. Which of you cast a spell upon the holy man?
None of us.
None of us did,
Nobody.
as far as I know.
That's
Speaking
strange.
of, we may have made a discovery about that, which involves this artifact. It seems to have a very negative effect after it's been granted.
Well,
And,
wait, actually, hold on. I just thought of this. I didn't use any spells directly on the father, but I did use the knock spell on the door. Do you think, and then
Oh, fuck.
Kirsch,
Yeah. I used
Do
a
you-
spell on the shopkeeper.
do you
try and
think that
charm him.
maybe using magic near or in proximity to someone that's been exposed to this thing could lead to that? Is that what you're getting at, Maximilian?
It's possible, but I mean, the knock spell, you didn't tap him on his head, did you? I mean, it was
No,
used
not at
to,
all.
I'm assuming, knock, so
Yeah.
it would be... Hirsch, what spell did you use?
That's a good question. Give me 1 second there to try and remember. It was a charm spell. Try to get him on my side.
spell.
And a mending spell. Yeah, that's right. I did break his wall to get some air.
That's
There's a
right,
bit
you did use the
stuffy in
mending
there.
spell on his building, yeah.
But also he's dead now, so kind of a waste of a cantrip if you ask me, I suppose.
Probably not. If 2 indirect spells were used, then that would signify a correlation, perhaps. Perhaps using spells in the general vicinity could have an adverse effect, though it would be very strange. However, this is a very strange time, to say the
That makes
least.
me wonder what would happen if we used a spell on this thing.
Now that's playing with fire, and I don't want to be burned by this one.
I have to agree with Kugler. That sounds like it's dangerous. It sounds almost as if this thing is a cursed object. But may I see it, please?
Well, one question I guess I'll ask before we hand it over for you to see there. Now, we're supposing this works off of a radius effect, but does it have to be out in the open, or could it be inside of something, and maybe that would muffle its ability to do? I'm saying, if it was inside something, it maybe would cut down on the radius, or it just wouldn't do anything if it was locked away inside something.
A radius? Where are you getting a radius from?
Well, I don't know, proximity, something like that. Every time somebody seems to be talking.
Kirsch. Where
But
is the radius come into play? You got radius from somewhere. Where?
Doesn't Doesn't the priest? Because the priest never touched it, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You know, the shopkeeper, as far as we know, he was talking to the same man. Or, well, actually, the shopkeeper had it in his hands. But I mean, the priest, I'm saying, used
As far
it
as we know,
without touching
he
it.
just
He was
voiced his
talking to some
desires.
random traveler that seemed to have
Yeah.
it. We're assuming, that's why I'm saying we're assuming it's a radius, but I'm saying if it is, do you think if we locked it away inside of a box or something, maybe, with water sort of inside of it, maybe that would dissipate whatever things, or do you think it's just a bloody radius that it works off of?
I would say
Could we stifle the ability of this object by putting it inside something?
It's hard to say. I mean, currently it's in something, correct?
It's wrapped in cheesecloth.
And nothing bad happened.
Well, we
Not
haven't
yet.
also said the magic worked, which I suppose we could test it, but that means one of us may have our fucking head explode. And I don't know about you, but I'm not too keen on the idea
Well, you said
of having the
that
head explode.
you said that desires were granted.
Well, more or less, granted. It seems to be a trick with it, too. I mean, he said, I want a big cock, and then he got a rooster. And then, the other one said, I wish there were more holy men that could come to my church. And, the altar boys disappeared, and everybody else that wasn't holy couldn't see the church. It seems almost like some
They seem
sort
to
of...
actually forget about the church. People seem to forget the church even existed, actually. Because William didn't even seem to know about it.
Except for you, cleric, because you're a holy man.
Yes, and I had to give Hisk and Nob some holy water so that they could see the church as well. And the holy water worked on you. It's all very confusing. There's lots of twists. So the priest, he made a wish, whether knowingly or unknowingly, and then his altar boys disappeared.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you just said it.
And he goes absolutely white as a ghost. As he's looking at you guys, his eyes moving around.
Well, did you say what you said the word for? I don't know. Do you mention it in conversation? And you have to have intent? We haven't figured that out, so I suppose it's wrapped up in cheesecloth. You've just become an unknown, fucking guinea pig there.
Well, hold on now, Kirsch. We don't want to, scare the soul out of the poor man.
Do you feel any different?
I do not. I'm almost afraid to speak at this point. I don't feel any difference.
Well, I mean, what's something you've always wanted? I mean, if you're possibly, I'm not saying you are, but if you're possibly gonna die, what would you like before that happened? I mean, you already said the words. I mean, worst case scenario, your head explodes. Best case scenario, this cheesecloth, stopped it from doing its, fuck shit that's happening here.
That's up to you if you want to be a guinea pig. Although you kind of said your distaste for that kind of thing earlier when we were talking about the dimension door.
And that is true, but however, sacrificing oneself in the greater good is not as bad. So,
do you know the protection? Do you know the spell protection from good and evil?
I do.
Do you want to apply it to yourself just in case?
I have applied it the moment I walked through this room.
Okay, well,
I walked into this room.
I'd say you're about as protected as you could be then.
Yes, and I'm still trembling. Forgive me. I do not greet death happily. However, one thing that I could say that I may have at one point desired, something along those lines. A family. Always wanted a family.
All right, you've always wanted a family, but do you, the other W word, have a family? You know what I'm getting at?
His eyes just like, it's like he's in a trance at this point. He's not paying any attention. Hisk is looking at him, the lizard folk, and kind of gives him a shake. Maximilian. Max. Wake up.
I'm feeling pretty nervous about this. Should we give him some space, or?
He just
Click. We can't hear you. You might have to log out and log back in.
Oh.
Yeah, it was definitely like a tango down.
Out of character, can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can
That's
hear
better.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of character. I wish everybody could hear me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, you're good.
Well, do we just wait now?
I mean, I guess so. I feel like we should get him a chair, because I don't think he's gonna be able to move on his own for a little while.
I mean, is the family inside of his head? You know, is it inside of his head? You know, he's standing there.
He drops to his knees and starts screaming loudly as blood begins to pour from his eyes.
Oh boy.
And his side of his head begins to balloon outward as he's holding his head screaming for dear life. Hisk and his friend Knob kind of jump back out of fear because this is their first time seeing this.
I'm gonna cover my face because I know what's coming.
What the bloody hell?
And as you say those words, his head explodes. Bone and meat just falling everywhere.
Is Donkey in the room right now?
Donkey is in the room.
Is he going after that right now?
Nope, he has not moved.
Okay. Just wondering.
Rickley, stay in your pocket. I don't want you seeing this. I don't want you to know what human tastes like.
Who the? Okay.
What the fuck happened?
Well, I suppose that told us jack shit.
That's exactly what happened to William and I assume the father.
No, it's different this time. He wasn't. Last time, this only happened when reality was sort of, when the veil of lies was lifted from their eyes and they could see reality for what it was, what was really happening.
He already knew what was happening.
His family's just gonna be so distraught.
What family?
What do you mean, what family?
He didn't have one. That's what he used the fucking pedal for.
He had a family.
And also, I will have to say, did he have a family?
He had a family, yes.
Hold on, are you gaslighting the fuck out of me right now, or has this always been that he's had a family?
He had a family.
Motherfucker, you know I don't know.
He's fucking with us. He's fucking with
I'm like,
us.
I'm like, motherfucker, you know I don't know. I'm the one that'll be like, alright, I guess he had a fucking family.
He's gotta be. Because he literally just said that.
I wish. Oh, fuck!
Oh, no!
Yeah!
I suppose it's about time for me to explode.
You hear a voice in your head.
Oh, no!
Son of a bitch.
What is your deepest, darkest desire?
I look over at Donkey, and I'm like, in my head, I go, "Is this you? I don't know. Are you Is this you? It kind of sounds similar, but not exactly. I won't insult you that much.
As you look over at Donkey, you see Donkey's eyes are black, soulless and lifeless.
Oh no.
And as you look around, you see everybody else's eyes, soulless and lifeless, frozen in place.
Oh, so I'm basically on a different plane.
What you guys are all seeing is Kirsch just standing there in a trance.
Well, shit.
So am I allowed to do anything other than tell this fucking unknown entity what my wish is?
You are in a trance-like state. You cannot move. You can only
do any actions.
You can't do any actions. I mean, you can in this trance, in your mind, but physically it does nothing.
So mentally I can be. All right, well. I
still
still tried to... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'd like to try and slap Kirsch out of the trance to see if it might do anything.
Okay.
Like,
Roll
Kirsch,
an arm
wake
strike.
up.
Or do you just gently slap him, or are you trying to wake his ass up hard?
A really solid slap.
All right, roll an unarmed strike.
Do you want me to roll the hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard as fuck, but it misses.
Well, I mean, you can't take any actions or reactions. It's an automatic hit, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a good fucking point.
Yeah, it's an automatic hit.
That's a good point. Get fucked.
Well, I already rolled the die. Would a 21 still hit?
For sure.
Was that a nat? What was that? A nat 20?
No. It was. Hang on. It was a 15.
Oh, okay.
Shit, it don't matter if it did.
It still
15,
hit. Well,
I mean,
it would be critical if it was a nat 20.
Yeah.
So I hit him for 3 damage.
All right, you smack him pretty solid, make good contact, but he is still in this trance. Kirsch, you hear, go ahead, tell me, what is your darkest desire?
Can I ignore this fucking thing and just be still try to get a hold of Donkey because of the fact that he's a fucking demon that's trying to destroy the entire world, so it don't matter what the fuck plane I'm on, he could probably get a hold of me, and I'm just like, Donkey, do you fucking hear me? This son of a bitch is starting to creep me out. I'm not trying to enter. Oh, bullshit, nobody hears me. Alright, so I'm not gonna say what I want, because I don't know what I want. But, can I ask you a few questions? Seeing as how my head's gonna explode and all soon.
And what is it that you would pay for this?
What you mean, pay?
What are you willing to trade?
Oh, bargain. So, is that why people's heads are exploding?
Is that your wish?
What you're saying? What's my wish?
No, I said, is that your wish?
Is
To know why the heads are exploding, or to speak to your donkey.
No, that's not a wish. That's just a question, you dense fuck.
It's a desire.
No, not really. I can leave it or take it. You don't have to answer if you don't want.
So what are you willing to trade?
For what? The answer?
The answer.
No, I mean polite conversation. I mean, I ask you a question, you answer a question. You ask me a question, and I'll answer the question if I can.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it! This ain't gonna go good. That's a fucking 5, buddy.
What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, can I try to cast Calm Emotions on him? Because I did it last time when William was already screaming. I want to do it now before he's like that.
Sure, you can cast Calm Emotions.
All right. So, does it do anything?
He's in a trance-like state. It's hard to tell if he's actually in a high emotion situation, it
Well-
doesn't look like it did much shit, to be
The
honest.
spell says it'll cure paralysis or fear or
Okay.
charm.
Okay, so you see him, you cast it, and he just drops to the ground.
Oh no.
What, did you kill the dude?
And,
What's going on in my head right now? Then?
well, right now what's going on is
Is
you are
this
going to
argument with this deity?
you're taking 31 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
Oh, shite.
Oh.
Play your
Donkey.
games, orc. But eventually, you will lose. So, what is your desire? Is it to have your donkey friend speak to you? Or is it to ask a question that you want an answer to? You said you wish, and here we are.
Alright, I suppose I wish to talk to my donkey friend.
And what are you willing to trade?
Godspeed, soldier.
Oh, I mean, I got 2 pieces of gold. Would you take that?
Sure, I'll take the 2 pieces of
Alright. Well, you could take those then.
and you see, you feel the gold, 2 pieces of gold in your pocket disappear, and you hear the voice of Donkey.
That cheap bastard. I hear donkey
I love
voice.
waffles! And then his voice disappears.
So I don't get I don't get to speak to him at all.
You got to hear Donkey. You got to talk to him.
Oh, you said I got to hear his voice. I didn't say anything to him.
You said something to him, didn't you?
What did I say to
Donkey,
him?
is that you fucking with me?
I mean, I said
No,
donkey.
that was a separate thing, because when I said, "Hey, donkey, are you the one fucking with me?"
This
That
is
was
what
before
happens
I
when you
realized-
go against
no,
the trickster
No.
god.
What-
That was what happened. I asked that before.
Before you
no,
said
you
what?
have to
I
have
wish?
whatever desire.
Did you say that before you said I wish?
I said it afterwards. However, hold on a second. I said, "Donkey, can you hear me? Is that me? You fucking with me?" And then you go, "Oh, do you wish to talk to your donkey, or do you wish to find out what fucking happened?" So I never got to speak with my donkey because that went
Okay,
out into
okay.
the ether.
Okay,
It was
so
on a
then we'll-
different plane.
Okay, cool. We'll rewind it back. All right,
Right.
so
That's
okay,
what I fucking thought. There, you trickster bastard.
okay, no, we got this. You hear Donkey say, "I like waffles."
Okay. And I can speak to him now, right? I could say something to him.
Sure.
Donkey, I'm trapped inside this fucking thing with a deity. I seem to be on another plane. I know you're a fucking demon, but I saved your life. Can you do anything to fucking save mine, please? This trickster bastard's gonna fucking blow my head off. And that's what I fucking yelled to him.
So you yell at the voice of Donkeys, who said, "I love waffles." Everything you said. Nothing happens. And you all see Hirsch laying there, motionless, still alive, but nothing's happening.
I'm going to start burning incense and saying prayers, asking for the great spirit of the sky to purge the evil from this man's soul.
Okay.
Donkey, I know you've got some secret because you can talk. Can you do something to help the man?
What donkey?
Oh no!
Where's
The fuck does
Where's
these
Donkey
tricks
go?
work then? So basically, whatever you talk to or whatever disappears? Fucking throwing me for a loop.
Well, that's what happened to William's wife.
Yeah, but he didn't talk to his wife unless he did. And it was like, I wish I had a big... Unless his wife was like, I wish you had a big cock. And then she disappeared.
Well, he probably also wished that fat bitch
Oh
would disappear.
no! No!
Uh-oh.
what?
What are you fucking thinking? Because I got a feeling this is some backwards bullshit.
I just said the W word.
2 people said the
Oh,
W word.
fuck.
Oh, fuck. Ah, Jesus.
It's gonna be a TPK.
Wait,
baby.
who else said it? It was
It's a total
I thought it was.
party.
I thought Jen
It's
said
a
said
party.
wish.
Wait, when did I say wish?
No, I'm asking. It sounded. I
Oh, you
thought
just
you said.
did. You just
No.
did.
This doesn't count. This
No,
doesn't
it's the
count.
Okay.
question.
Yeah, this one doesn't count. I thought you said
Okay.
wish.
It's
No, I
another
don't recall saying
TPK.
Okay. So then it was just one person. It was just D Pity, and
Okay.
D Pity, you
T-Pity fucked up, bro.
are standing there, and you're just kind of existing. You're looking around, and you see everybody's eyes are black, soulless, and lifeless,
Oh no.
and you hear a
Wait,
voice.
does he see me
No.
at all?
No,
He doesn't see me. We're in
Nope.
the same realm. How the fuck does he not see me?
you're not in the same realm.
Well, what the fuck? Is this a different guy then?
No, this is it. Everything that happened in your head is
It's
in your head.
mind?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
So
That's weird.
you see
I need a
everybody
psychic.
laying there with, or well, not laying there, but you see everybody standing there with black eyes, soulless and lifeless, and you hear the voice in your mind. What do you desire?
Hey, what's up, Playboy? I gave you my soul a long time ago. You been getting my sending stone video?
I don't want your soul.
Oh, what?
What do you want?
To grant you a wish.
I thought you wanted me to send you all those videos with the sending stone. Is this a different guy?
Different indeed. Now, what is your desires? For your soul I cannot claim, for someone else has claim to it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I got everything I need, Playboy.
But you made a wish. What is it that you wish for? You have
I was talking
everything.
about some other dude making a wish. I don't know.
You have money.
You're projecting right now.
No, I'm not projecting at all. I need you to
one
roll.
desperate ass.
I need you to roll
Get out of my fucking
a.
head.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it, this man's just doling out psychic damage.
I fucking love it.
You guys are watching
oh,
D
shit.
Pity just
I'm
stand
not,
there in a trance. Yeah,
I'm
just
not in the thing.
the-
I never jumped in it.
yeah. Go to the Adventurers Guild and hop in through the link I sent. So you guys are seeing D Pity now in a trance, just staring off.
Well, bloody hell! Now this is just horrible. Now, a slip up of words and boom, we got two people that are probably gonna die.
You see,
Hell, I
Max.
don't know. We don't know what's happening. The
Oh
curse.
no, Max is dead. Sorry. You see, Hisk kind of turn his head and look towards the door.
What are you thinking, Hiss?
Not what I'm thinking, it's what I'm hearing.
What are you hearing?
The ocean.
The ocean? We're nowhere near the ocean, are we?
That's the problem.
Can I look out a window?
You most certainly can. It is nighttime. I need you to roll a perception check.
Alright, perception. Here we go. God damn, this app's so fucking slow. Alright, hold on. Perception, here we go. 13.
Okay. So you look out into the darkness. You see some torches lining the buildings. And near the church, you see the ball of light that's been pulsating the entire time. And as you're focusing your eyesight on this ball of light, you see what appears to be a figure step out from the light. And then another figure. And then another. Soon 10 more. 20 more. 50 more. Shambling about, walking down the road.
They look like zombies?
Look like zombies. They look like skeletons.
What am I
Guys.
rolling again? A wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
It says insight right next to it. Is that the one?
Yeah, if it says
So
wisdom.
there's one that says whiz perception and the one that says whiz insight. Or am I in the wrong screen?
Let's see. Wisdom.
Oh, never
Sounds
mind.
like
I
you're
see
on the
just
right
regular
screen.
wisdom.
Yeah. Let's see.
Normal. It's 1d4. Or no, it's 1d20.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a D20 plus your
No bonus. Fuck, I got a 9.
Didn't know I'd have to bust out one of these.
one of what?
Take 26 points of psychic damage. I didn't know I was gonna have to bust out the D20s again.
So I'm staring out the window and I call out, "Hey guys, we got a lot of company. You're gonna want to gear up."
And with
Gear
that,
up? What do you mean?
oh no, keep going.
Gear? What do you mean gear up? What's going on out there?
Just come look.
So I'll walk up behind him and peek out the window. Well,
You,
what the hell is this bloody shit?
you see an absolute ocean of what appear to be zombies, skeletons, walking down the street. You see a few people step out of the shops that are homes, and they just get absolutely just ripped into. See a couple people running down the street to greet this obstacle, and that is where we will end it for the evening.
What the hell?
What's up?
It hadn't been 7 days yet. What the hell?
But oh no, this isn't like 7 days to die.
Yeah, but we had 7 days to return the.
It might not be that bitch. It might be this fucking thing.
Oh, damn.
All right,
Who knows? Because we don't know what the fuck Deep Pity wished for. We could have done it silently.
can we say the W word now safely?
Yeah, you guys can say the W word safely.
Okay. Oh my
I
god.
wish I